Welcome to today's video, guys. If you see the title, it is hopefully, well, I'm hoping that you see the title, and the title is what I want it to be. Basically, there's a very high likelihood that we'll be able to start the R34 in this video, which is basically over the next 2 days. Still waiting on a couple little things, and it's gonna have some little odds and ends to button up. It'll be kind of like a tentative start, you know, maybe missing the exhaust and not having the subframe bolted up and not having the drive shaft in, but nonetheless, a day that I've been looking forward to and have been patiently waiting for, and am super excited to share with you guys. So first thing, I lost my key because I'm dumb. I have no idea where it is, so I gotta get another key made. Before we even get anything, Mike filmed some stuff, I think Friday, when we were at the firm that was going on with R34, so I'll throw that footage in now, and then we'll bring you guys back to real speed, real time of what's going on in the shop. Enjoy.
We're kind of all over the place, but it's like to the final steps to getting everything back together. All the major components are in the car. It's easier for us to decide where like things like the oil filter relocator will go. So I had the intake on here to kind of give me an idea of where things will go, the intercooler piping. Radiator hose is about there. We sent the radiator out to get a shroud made for the electric fans. I decided to go with the filter here and made a bracket somewhere around this line. We're using the SSS Motorsports oil sandwich, which has revisions for the oil temp on this side and the oil pressure. On the oil pressure side, we put a T off to feed the V-cam, so this line goes up around and that feeds the V-cam up here. Judging by how this hole sits right there and the pictures that I have from when I was doing all this stuff, and that's about where it's gonna sit, and that will give us plenty of space. But if we make the bracket slot, I could move it forward back. You will see a lot of RVs, they'll use the same sandwich or oil filter relocator, and they'll put it in places like here, which it doesn't look bad, but the negative side of that is when you're changing the oil and you open it, a lot of the oil will start dripping down, and that's annoying. Yeah. So you could puncture a hole, but being that it's in this angle, puncturing a hole will work somewhat, but not if it was like flat. Put it in here is out of the equation. Put it in here, it clears the intake. There's plenty of space. There's space down here. One of the things that Adam and I agree on, it was like if we could put it down by this frame rail, then that's easy to access and it won't make a mess on the chassis or the cross members, so it keeps it clean.
Drip right out into the pan.
Yeah. I'll mock it up now. After it's mocked up, I'll take some measurements of the radiator, which I have, to make sure that I have enough clearance, and then I'll run the lines.
Okay, so right now, before I start, like I've already put the cover on the fuel assembly. Been kind of like mapping out where the wires are going to go and figuring out how I'm going to mount that little relay thingy. I don't even know what it's called. But anyway, I want to test everything before I start installing them. There's like 4 ECUs that go back here. So this is going to be our first test to make sure the fuel system's plumbed and everything's okay. You ready on?
Oh yeah.
I hear fuel.
I hear it.
I hear it leaking.
I hear it spewing everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Up there or here?
I think it's over here.
Yeah, it's over here.
Should I pull the cover off? It sounded like it was up top.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. This is why I'm glad we did this
Yeah,
now.
find it now.
Smells good.
No leaks now.
I'm gonna test the other pump. Sounded weird. Yeah, this battery doesn't have a lot of voltage, so.
So far from what I got up here, I don't have leaks, but I felt everything, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Sick.
Well, should be good.
It's only saying like 8 volts.
Oh yeah, that's what I was like.
Let me try, see if this battery is more. Still only like 9.2 volts.
Yeah, I feel it. It's definitely flowing, but
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
over here.
Cool.
So we got the PRP coil bracket on. So now we're gonna install the R35 coils. The sub harness already made and it's plug and play, so we don't have to do any wiring for that. Put that in. We got a couple of sensors on this side, the flex fuel, fuel pressure sensor that we will have to run wiring for. So I'll put those in, run the wires, meet it together with the decamp wiring, which is here. Unfortunately, this plug is green, ugly.
Yeah,
So-
don't be talking about my plug like that.
Yeah, it's green.
That's what spray paint's for. Showman!
Steal it.
No, I'm just kidding.
He said that.
Did he?
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
he did.
He legit said to spray paint the plug.
Yes,
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
You're joking.
No, I even thought about it too.
If you think Johan's serious, like this video right now.
We'll
If
just
you
have
don't
to
think he's serious,
find-
you still better like the video too.
We'll find a plug that's OEM and it's not green.
Got you. Right now.
There you go.
Check it.
Let's find it.
Where do you think it's gonna get that from?
I don't know. Hopefully something that we actually don't need.
Looks the same, right?
Yeah, it looks like a Nissan plug versus a
It's gray, but
Subaru plug.
if I force it, it might go in. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks awful.
We're redoing the oil cap because
Yeah.
red. You don't like the red.
Yeah, but the oil cap is way more in your face than a little green plug.
Well, right now that's screaming to me.
Wait, hold on. Where's the electrical table? I'll wrap that up. This bracket looks really good on there.
Yeah. This is not. So when you see this here, there's a shield here that protects the wire. It's not gonna. The timing belt won't crash that.
Yeah.
So you see in the comments, the belt won't eat that up. That's the shield. There's a shield there that this mounts to. Is gonna be behind that.
Yeah, but the belt's gonna like pull it in with
Yeah.
suction.
Stop.
gravity.
Listen, PRP, thank you for giving us a nice harness with your coil. Not like physically giving it to us, but like thank you for including this with your kit.
Yeah.
Good.
Very nice.
Very pretty.
Too much
Looks
time
nice.
safe. So much time safe.
We matched the plug, right? The plug's right?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's like a bunch of different ones for different RBs, and that would suck to find out last minute.
No, that's first thing we did.
Okay, cool. So, got this. I need to finish
You
the
need to-
full pump.
The full pump, and you need to find me the coils.
Coils? I know where the coils are. You
In
need
your
coils?
office somewhere. Yeah, I already got the plugs.
Listen. Guy was coming to make the key and like.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling Michael over here. We need that door. He lost the key. And now we have a really expensive key that we're going to replace that key with, which I don't think he wanted to use, but now you don't have no choice.
use it.
It's really expensive.
Who gave him sugar?
Huh?
Who gave him sugar?
I don't know. Lunch.
It's out of control.
The 12 bags of high chews that are in the office.
Empty bags.
Yeah.
Truman,
This is a long clip. I love this.
What are we doing?
What's next?
what's next, Truman?
Uh,
You give me the belts?
2J swap.
Yeah. Kind of late for that one.
Cut!
The PRP kit uses R35 coils, VR38. I've had good luck with them on the other Skyline. It's a nice simple kit. Just got to take the stalks off and put on their stalks.
Brand new oil dipstick
Only the best.
from Nissan. I tried to put a Toyota one in there, but
He wouldn't let you.
When I was growing up, my mom always called me a dipstick.
That's pretty accurate.
Dude, there's so much more room
I
in this
know.
engine bay here.
Yeah.
Look at all that.
Where did that come from?
Fit a... Man, I really
you
like...
put another turbo in
You
there.
could fit so much spaghetti in there.
I wonder if it's like wider strut towers on this.
It's possible.
I can't tell you, but I know there's more space back there.
Yeah. I really like how you put the fuel pressure regulator down here. Versus like being up here, it would be like so much more clogged out with all the lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks good. There's like this universal feeling, Mike, whenever you pull out the camera and hit record, I feel like all of us just get on our toes because it's like if we're doing something that's not absolutely perfect,
We're live now.
we know that there's like
Better
a bunch
watch out.
of people in the comments that are gonna scrutinize us. So I'm like, are they gonna make fun of me for using a T-handle? Am I torquing this down too much? Not sure.
They'll let you know.
I feel like I use power tools and then people are like, why would you use power tools for that? You don't use power tools? You're like, freaking prehistoric Rex. Or sorry, Tyrannosaurus Rex. This thing right here is going to be key to this car starting tonight. I've used the Haltech Elite now in 2 cars. We used it on the giveaway R33, this car, and then the Barra, mainly just because I'm familiar with this already on the RB26 platform, and it had a fantastic base map, and I know that plugging this into the R34, we won't lose any of the factory functions. It's got a beautiful little plug and play situation here. So when CRD tunes it, they're very familiar, and this is their ECU of choice, so that's what I put in the car. So we will plug the chassis in right here, and then if I'm not mistaken, there should be a couple settings that we'll need to check some boxes and do some things just to tell it all the different things that we have in terms of sensors and trigger kits and stuff. There's usually a bunch of options. We'll check those, and then it should be ready to be happy and do cool things.
Hey.
We got power! First time I've heard this car in so long. It's not even started. I'm excited. So the base map I know is good. I only had to go in and make a couple changes. Freddie told me the settings for the PRP trigger kit. That was kind of a little complicated, but still not that bad. I changed the settings for the D-Works 1200cc injectors. I changed the dwell time for the VR coils. And then what else did I change? I think that's about it. Now we just need to check timing, so we'll crank it once I flash the space map on the ECU. Make sure everything looks good there. And we should be good to start. We don't have radiator. We'll have that tomorrow, so we can't leave it running for that long. But we should be able to at least start it and make sure everything works.
So exciting.
ECU disconnected. Connect yourself. Well, you have no have power. So basically, I called Haltech, and it comes pre-configured for an R32, so you just have to take it apart and switch a couple of the jumpers around, and then you can make it work for R34. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think I can figure it out. Yeah, that looks right. So I just literally have to move those. That's it. Probably didn't need to plug in all that stuff in the trunk. Oh, we have power! Hooray! Now I flashed the map.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Get ready.
What
Okay,
about my-
for English.
Ah!
Undo. Undo.
Radio
Command
works.
Z.
Okay. Are you ready? Can I crank it?
Yep.
Woohoo.
It does something!
It does a thing.
Man, RB26 starter sounds so cool.
It sounds way better than RB25
I know.
or 20.
God.
RB starters are loud.
Yeah, but it sounds like a big engine.
Yeah.
Well, it turns over.
Well, that's halfway there. Let's
I know.
look at the oil pressure. Oh, this is the tape.
The tape on the belt.
Oh.
I can hear a suction.
It has oil. Yeah, it's pushing oil, so yeah, it's gonna build pressure. It should be build pressure pretty soon. Yep. Yep. There you go.
There we go.
Voila.
Right now, we still got to figure out if the stock fuel pump is ground switched or power switched. We're pretty sure it's ground switched. So I need to wire that into that little module thing. But for now, we're just going to clamp this guy to the power and get fuel like that. It's just one fuel pump right now. Kind of preliminary testing to get her started. Look who's joined us.
Oh, hi.
All
Did
right.
we interrupt your gaming session?
Yeah, he was playing COD. Are you ready?
COD?
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Freddy?
That's it?
I feel like it's not getting fuel.
It's getting spark.
Yeah, I guess it smells zero fuel.
Yeah, I don't know feeling that.
Because we're going from low impedance to high impedance injectors, we had to delete this little resistor thing and twist some wires together. Now we should have 12 volts. This one's probably easier to take off if you want me to grab this one.
Freddie, what are you doing, Freddie?
What am I doing?
So I still don't have 12 volt. Oh yeah, now I do. Now I got 12 volts at the injector.
Alright.
So now we have fuel, which we didn't have before. We know we have spark. We know we have fuel. We know that the trigger system's working.
So
We good to start it,
should
Fredward?
Start. Fuel.
What? Oh, I gotta turn the fuel on.
Come on.
My fuel pump's clicking?
It might like be like barely touching, and I mean the sound that you hear is it goes with the pump, like you feel it in the rail.
It's like the fuel's pulsing. Do you think maybe because I only have one pump going right now?
Yeah.
Are we ready
It's
now?
both pumps.
Both pumps.
Is it a little backfire and then take?
No, it's just.
Had a quick little fire. Pretty saying it sounds like it needs more fuel. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I'll take some out first.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to flood it. Yeah, it's almost firing now. Take a little more out.
Alright.
Try adding more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So close, Freddy. Even though this seems dumb because we're like missing so much with the engine, there's a lot that we've actually worked through with like the injector wiring, the trigger wiring, and like lots of little speed bumps that we're avoiding by going through this procedure now. So tomorrow when we get all the right stuff in, it should just fire right up. Stop laughing!
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, fuel pumps are starting to
Yeah.
get hot or get mad.
Oh,
What?
there might not be enough fuel, like actual fucking fuel in the tank.
Oh. Oh yeah, we might be out of fuel. What?
Open the trunk. Yeah, I bet you that's it.
You didn't get that on camera, did you?
I did.
Yeah. I mean, on the gas gauge it shows fuel. What?
How the we're gonna fill up?
Oh, we don't have a filler neck. We forgot about that.
This is quite the minimalist startup, isn't it?
You wanted to start it today.
I want to start it right now.
Freddie,
Oh wait, don't do that.
No,
look,
no.
look.
Go.
We're trying to particle it.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
We could get a long funnel.
Do you really think we're out of fuel though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Those pumps sound too loud.
What about the gauge?
Where's the gauge?
The gauge is not empty.
Oh, okay.
But your new pumps might not.
That's good that it works.
That's true. That's true.
Huh?
He said the new pumps might not go as low.
Right. Which is a concern we have anyway.
Oh, I wanted it.
It's so close, Fredward.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Whoa, it's not almost. Come on, don't give up on me, sir.
Come on. Yeah.
It sounds like a bunch of horses galloping through a desert road.
I didn't know you swapped a John Deere into this thing, dude.
What?
I said I didn't know you swapped a John Deere in this thing, dude.
Yeah. I can hear the fuel pump starting to starve.
Sad.
The Japanese lady's starting to tell me I'm running out of voltage fast.
Really? That's cute.
She's screaming for help, Freddy. Will you save her?
Give her fuel.
What do you want from me, Freddy?
Better battery voltage.
All right, it's day 2. We're gonna get the GTR running today. Already enough, I'm just so hyped with last night. Just to go into a little more detail since we're tired and we're really explaining properly, the reason why it was acting a little weird is because we have the PRP trigger kit and you need to offset to get the timing dialed properly, and our timing gun was just not cooperating, so Freddy was just kind of doing it by ear and just kind of guessing, which is very difficult when you're trying to start an engine for the first time. So if we can get our hands on a better timing gun today and then also have proper battery voltage, I'm like super stoked. We'll hear it idle, maybe we'll even put the exhaust on and hear what it's gonna sound like for real. Radiator comes back today with its new shroud, and then also subframe comes back from powder coat and more zinc and vapor hone stuff comes in. So technically speaking, I think by the end of the day we could have everything needed to get that car running and driving again. It's exciting. So we got the timing light to work. Johan finished up wiring a few sensors today. Got a couple other things I want to update you on, but now that we know the timing's right, we have a fresh charged battery. It should fire right up. So you want to pop that wire on for the fuel pump, and then we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, Riley. I don't hear a fuel pump.
Ooh. A little bit of aggression with these.
Instantly turn off.
It's more aggressive.
Yeah.
They're down by school.
It worked. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, so even though it was reading 0, I was 360 degrees off.
Oh, so maybe we'll find the first time.
Ah, okay.
Oh my god.
There's a feature called TDC offset angle. I was basically 360 degrees off, so we were firing at the wrong time on the wrong part of the stroke. So now that that's correct, and which I'm still very confused how the whole trigger system on cars works, so I'm not going to try to sound like I know more than I do. All I know is we were 360 degrees off. The guys at Heltec Australia were able to figure it out, and once that's good, it starts. So now we'll get it to idle a little bit lower so we can check and make sure other things are okay. But we still don't have any of the belts because the belts are the wrong lengths because of pulleys and stuff. But it runs. Sounds sick.
So good.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if it's coming from inside or...
I hope not.
No.
Intake leaks.
Huh?
Sounds like intake leaks, doesn't it?
It sounds like intake leaks, but it doesn't change.
It was acting weird when you were spraying it in there.
We have to find a plug for that and see.
So that thing's leaking. But everywhere that you sprayed it, it was like making different noises too. You have the O-rings under this, correct?
Yeah.
Whenever
It sounds
you spray,
like it sounds like a vacuum leak, and it sounds like it's coming from that
Everywhere.
area.
it doesn't. It sounds like just here.
No, it sounds like, I mean, I sprayed all over that.
Yeah, the whole, anywhere you sprayed it changed.
Yeah.
Turbos are spinning, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're still spinning.
Yeah, dude. Only one of them.
No, the back will stop first.
Oh.
Monumental either way.
All right, so unfortunately we hit a dead end. There's some vacuum leaks. Definitely a complicated vacuum setup on the RB26. And we've got a lot of new variables, but we're gonna pull it off tomorrow. We're going to check the gaskets. I have some upgraded ones from Nitto that are metal instead of factory paper ones. Maybe just using those with some silicone will help. I'm also gonna check and make sure everything's level, everything's flat, because that could potentially cause it. Basically what's happening, because there's a vacuum leak, the car's pulling more air than it's supposed to, which is raising the idle, and we gotta address that. So anyway, super excited that the car is running now, and it just makes it feel that much closer. So next video, subframe content, and my goal is for 34 day or March 4th to hopefully have the car move under its own power. So we'll do the best we can, and hopefully you guys will see that in the next video. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
When you said